Hello and welcome to our Python project. Now, the main purpose of this project is so that the owner of the store can easily change between the two modes that the program has. The first mode is a self-checkout mode. Now, what this mode does is allows customer to come in and do the transaction on their own. On the other mode is a cashier mode, which allows one person to do all the transaction in the store or one or more person to do it. That works at the store. Now, although the self checkout mode is much cheaper for the owner or for the business, most people still prefer using a normal cashier when checking out their goods. So that's why it has a cashier mode as well. So starting off with the code, if you look at the top, you can see I created a define function, define MiniMart, and also imported sys or import system. Now a bit down, I'm going to show you what these two things mean. And if you look closely, you can see I created list some read files basically. So what these do is it reads file from a text document. In our case, it reads file from this here, and instead of typing out every single thing in Python, you could just read something from another file instead of typing it in Python. I also created some variables here, all these. A bit more down, I'm going to show you what they mean as we go along. So here, I created a variable called mode, and what mode does is it gives you the option to pick between the two modes. It gives you the option to pick between self-checkout mode and cashier mode. So when someone picks the self-checkout mode, it should print everything. It should print every single thing from the option A. So if they select self-checkout mode, it should print every single thing that I highlighted right here. Good. Now, if someone selects A, it should give them the option to pick between if they want to use their credit card or debit card to do the transaction. Now, when the person selects A, it chose credit. And now what this variable does is asks the user how many items they have. So it asks them how many items they have, and say they have 3 items. Now in the code variable or the loop, it prompts up enter item code 3 times. So if they have 6 items, it should prompt enter scan item code 6 times, and so on and so on. So now what this print does is that it prints the item from the text document, from the read file. From this. So say I enter like 108, it should print 108 out. This is basically what that does. And good, now this input is it prints something. Now you see I have 5 to 6, so it should print from 5 to 6 in the text. So 1 is 0, 6 is 1, and it starts from 5 and prints to 5 to 6. So it adds the numbers alone in the document. So when the items is surpassed that the person enters, so say they enter 5 items, when that is true, it does this right here. So step 1 equal max total. What that does is print out the total of every single thing that the person enter. And now VAT adds on 15% of the item purchase. And the max total too is the net totals, that is the total and the VAT combined. So after the person finishes doing scanning the items, they should show up. Please confirm that you would like to make this purchase. So when the person presses one, it should show this. No, credit balance is another variable we created with. It's basically the person's credit balance account. So you can see it as 50k inside of it. So it takes away money from the credit balance and it prints out the bill of the person items. Now else the person else they press zero. Now else zero, it just goes straight up back to MiniMart to the define that I created earlier. So it goes straight up back and starts everything over again. And else the person that doesn't enter one nor two, it says invalid number. Thank you for you using our self checkout, and it goes back to the top again. No, this part is the debit part of the code. So it shows you chose credit, and this is a while loop that gives you three tries to enter your password. And if you don't enter your password, it exits the program. And if you do enter your password, it continues with the program. So yeah, right here. And now everything here is basically the same. The only difference is in this program is instead of taking out from the credit balance, it takes out from the debit balance. This is basically the only difference that this part has. Now, if the mode selected is B, which is cashier mode, it does this part. So, it gives you a pin to enter for the owner. So on the owner code, you could set up the cashier mode, and nobody else can set up. So in this part, instead of using credit or a debit card, it uses the person's money, obviously. So enter the amount of money paid. So when you enter the amount of money paid, it gives you the net total, the total, and the VAT, and also gives you the change from, that from what leaves back from the purchase. Nor else the person doesn't enter A nor B, it shows up invalid mode and prints invalid code. So now let's run the program and make sure everything works correctly. Good. So please enter mode self checkout mode A. No credit or debit A again. And you choose credit. Enter how many items you have. So let's say I have two items. Scan item code. Now one item codes are 108, yeah, and yeah, so it shows the price and everything of the item and the code as well. And then it shows the amount of everything, including VAT. Now would you like to confirm if I press 1, it should print out the bill of every single thing. So it prints out the net total, the total, and the VAT of the item. Now, if I was to do every single thing again, like select A, and select A again, and let's say we have one item this time, just so I could show you something. Good. So now, say I press 0, it should carry you back to the top of the screen, so you could do another transaction or don't do another one. And now let's say self checkout again, A, and let's say debit this time. So the code for debit is 2222, yeah. How many items you have, you enter the items you have, you enter some of the item codes. So you can see I have it printed every single thing and the price of it and the item code as well. And now it shows the amount of every single thing, including VAT. Now, when I press 1, it should print out everything. But now it takes away from the debit account instead of the credit account. It also prints the bill of everything. If I enter B and select cashier mode, it should print, yeah, I enter the pin for cashier mode. So the pin is 4201061119. Now, how many items does the customer have? Let's say the customer have 8 items. So just enter some codes. Now it prints the amount of every single thing, including VAT. Now, how enter the amount of money paid? So let's say enter $2,000. Yeah, it prints the net total, the VAT, and it gives you, well, I print $3,000. Yeah, it gives you the change of every single thing, the change from the money deducted. No, that's the end of the video. If you would like to ask anything, please ask it in the comment section. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and it helped you learn.